Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when and where you're viewing this. My name is Mike. I am the Crypto Liberal. Thanks for joining me again today. Hope you're having a great weekend. The week's about to start and Bitcoin's going down. Exactly like I told you was going to happen. I told you a few days ago, the more likely direction is down. The path of least resistance is lower. I'm not one of these people that have been telling you to go to my link and advance your crypto to an exchange so I can get a kickback. You get a bonus. We all are happy and partying and dancing around the campfire, right? No, I told you don't long at resistance, and we've been going down exactly since I said we'd be going down. We broke, we stalled out for a day at that support line. Like I told you 2 days ago, we kind of stall out there. But I said, I still think lower. I still think we can challenge the $17,000, $18,000 range. We'll talk about that in a second. This is going to be a short video. We're just getting on today to dollar cost average into our tracking portfolio, right? We've been doing it for 17 weeks. This is the 17th week. I've been telling you for 17 weeks, any new money put into Cardano today will outperform Ethereum and Bitcoin by the end of the year, a year from now, 5 years from now. And any new money put into Ethereum today will outperform Bitcoin by those same time frames. Well, that's already happening, right? Both ADA and Ethereum are outperforming Bitcoin. And I don't just say that and then let you trust me that I'm right, my prediction is right. No, we prove our hypothesis. We put $100 in every week. We've been doing it for 16 weeks, right, on this channel, and we track that portfolio. $100 each week. We put $1,600 in. How's that portfolio looking, right? Well, here it is. Here it is. ADA is outperforming Bitcoin barely, but it's still outperforming Bitcoin. And the big move is yet to come. I'm telling you, the big move is yet to come. Ethereum is outperforming both ADA and Bitcoin, but I didn't say it would happen by now. I gave it myself to the end of the year, and we'll see. We'll see if I'm right. But today we're dollar cost averaging another $100 into those three protocols, and we'll continue to track that portfolio. So what are we doing? I put it on here. I put it on here for all to see every week. I put what we're buying, how much we're, what the price we're buying. We're putting $100 in, and I put on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at @crypto_liberal. How much we're getting for our $100. So let's do it. Let's do it. So we're going to put $100 into Bitcoin at $19,616.81. $100 into Ethereum at $1,432.64, and $100 into Cardano at 43.07 cents. Okay, make sense? Okay, so that's all that's the dollar cost averaging part. So do me a favor, right? This is my third day in a row making a video after taking a few days off, but I need some incentive to keep making these videos. And frankly, I'm the only one that I've seen on crypto Twitter. I'm the only one I've seen on crypto YouTube that has called out the exact point of resistance where we would get rejected on Bitcoin. I'm the only person that's told you that I know about that we're going to challenge 20,000. I told you that a few days ago after we broke the little bit of support we had, and now I got a new prediction for you. And I don't know when it's going to happen. And maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe it won't happen. None of this is financial advice. It's just my thought process, right? So here's what I think is going to happen with Bitcoin. And let's review where we've been, right? So here's Bitcoin. Again, this is the daily chart, okay? So I told you this red line would serve as resistance. Now, I didn't just pull this red line out of my butt. I didn't draw this red line after we hit resistance. No. Look at this. Red line served as support, from May through June. Look at that. Beautiful support for a whole month, over a month, right? But that's not it. If you go back further, support, right? Perfectly support in January of this year. Well, that's not it. Not it by far. Support, right? In September of last year. Beautiful. I mean, look at this line. You can't make this up. This line is beautiful. Okay, so remember the dump last summer when we dumped after we hit 64,000 and we dumped and we were down all summer long? Well, it came up and challenged that same line as resistance, got rejected for like a week and then broke through it, right? But that's not it. That is not it. So this line served as support, after we hit 64,000, came down and tested it as support, and bounced off, right? You could say it served as resistance back here. So this line goes back, and this is in March of last year, March of 2021. So it's well over a year old, this line. And look how many times it serves as support, resistance, support. You know, that and now we're going up to 69K after we had 69K. Support. Bounced around for a while up above it. Support. And now, so don't be surprised that this line is going to take a while to get past. So just in the past, so I told you after we broke through, right? This is the Terra Luna dump back here. After we broke below it, I had this line. I said, it's going to be tough to get above that red line as resistance. Sure enough, it is. I said, if we break below this blue line, we're going down to at least this red line, right? This lower red line. We did. We stalled out there. I told you that the dump would stall out there. Well, it did for 2 days, right? 2 days we stalled out at that 20,000 level that I told you to watch out for. But I said if we break 20,000, be prepared to revisit these lows back here. And this is where I think we're going. At least we're going to go down to this blue line. This blue line is, look at to the right, 18,900 approximately, right? Approximately. You can't say that's it to the dollar. We're going to go there and get some support. But I think we're going to 18.9. So don't be surprised if that happens. You know, we're at 19.6 right now. So that's only $600 down. And here I'll say it right now. Do not be surprised if we go below that. Do not be surprised if we go below that. One reason, right? The macro environment got dealt a crappy hand on Friday, right? Let's look at the stock futures. They just opened not too long ago. Ugly. NASDAQ down 1.5. Dow down almost a point. S&P over a point. How's the DXY looking? Remember, we've been talking about these things forever. Look at that. DXY approaching 110. 110. What's the highest it's been in the past 6 months? We're at it. We are at it, essentially. Right? So, do not be surprised if Bitcoin goes below 18.9. That is the path of least resistance, still lower. Do not be surprised if we hit, draw another line in there where it's, down here, this ultimate low, which was at about 17.5. Do not be surprised if we go down there. Right? Do not be surprised. The macro environment is ugly right now, and Bitcoin's gonna follow. But, right, we're killing it on our alts. All ADA, since I got out of Bitcoin and put it into ADA, is outperforming Bitcoin by 17, 18%, right? Not just, we got out of Bitcoin at the absolute opportune moment and put it into ADA and put it into Ethereum. We crushed it on Ethereum, had a 50% return on our trade versus Bitcoin. Our Ethereum trade got out of Bitcoin, put it into Ethereum, made 50% versus Bitcoin. Bitcoin was going up during that time. So that tells you how much Ethereum went up. And we nailed it at the exact bottom. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, right? I need to get the word out because this channel is killing it. Even in a bear market, we're beating it. If you're sticking around in Bitcoin, you're losing against this channel. You just are. It's just plain fact. Our ADA trade, since that one night, several weeks ago, I said, hey, I'm getting out of Bitcoin, putting it into ADA. I'm getting out of Bitcoin, putting it into Ethereum. Made 50% on our Ethereum trade, and ADA trade is doing well. Right? Let's look at it real quick. Let's just focus on ADA today, because ADA, I told you, is about to scream higher. So anybody new to my channel, we trade the ADA versus Bitcoin chart on Coinbase, and these are long-term trades. So it's the weekly trade, or the weekly chart, right? And see that we had this descending channel, right? Look at how perfectly it served as support, those lines. Look how perfectly that upper red line served as resistance. Well, we broke out. And this is the exact moment I brought it to this channel. When we broke out here, this week, the week of June 6th, the end of that week, I got on a Sunday night and said, I'm going into I'm moving out of Bitcoin and putting it into ADA. And when it was one ADA was worth 0.000019 Bitcoin is when I went in, right? So right around there approximately. And right now it's at 0.00002181 Bitcoin. So we're still killing it. Last week we had a little bit of I mean, it's kind of stalled out since we got in. But what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for a 2x, maybe a 3x. That 0.000019, I'm expecting to come all the way back up to the top of this channel eventually. I've been clear on this channel. This is not a month-long trade. It's not a 6-month trade even. It might take us a year. But if we got back to the top of this descending wedge at 0.00006 approximately, right? You would 3x your money, right? 3x versus Bitcoin. I want to be clear. That's versus Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin dumps, maybe Ethereum or maybe ADA just doesn't dump as much. Excuse me, but it will turn around. And so you just need to be patient, right? This is not a short-term trade. I've been clear about that. It might take us a year to get up to that top of that descending channel again, but I'm patient. And I told you that 50% return on Ethereum would be quick. We got in, got out, and now we're waiting for Ethereum to come back down, and we'll re-enter a position. You need to follow this channel at @crypto_liberal on Twitter and this channel on YouTube, and give me a like, give me a subscribe, and I'll continue to update what I'm doing because frankly, I haven't lost a trade yet. On this channel. So when can we get excited about? And let's go back to Bitcoin real quick. I've been telling you about this for months now at this point. Bitcoin, we trade the Bitcoin versus the USD, right? On Coinbase, and we look at the daily. Again, this is not a short-term trade again either. So where are we? We're way down here, man. We're way down here. Okay, so the only time you can get excited about Bitcoin, in my opinion, is when we get back above this red line. This red line is going to be resistance until we can break through, and we will eventually. I just don't know what's going to happen. And I've been clear about that. We will eventually. But when we get back above that red line up here, and it's descending, so maybe it doesn't happen until we get to this blue line at 22,000, maybe lower. But when we get back above that red line, hold above the red line for a week, 2 weeks, maybe a month, 2 months. The longer the better, right? And I'm thinking a month at least. We have to hold above that blue line or that red line. And when we hold above it for like a month, here's what I anticipate. We are going to come back down and test that red line, that descending red line. We'll test it and make sure it serves as support. And if it does, then get excited about Bitcoin. Only then. We're a long way from that. Unfortunately, we're a long way from that. Patience is key. I know crypto and Bitcoin can be volatile, and it can move up 10, 20% in a day, and you think you're missing out. You're not. It will come back. It will come back. So that's all I have for today. I hope you're having a great weekend. Do me a favor, right? Give me some motivation to come back to this channel and update my audience on my trades, right? Because we have not lost one trade, and I'm not exaggerating. We have not lost. Our analysis on this channel is literally 99%. Go back and watch the prior videos. We are nailing it. I told you we're going to be at this red line down here. I told you that weeks ago, and now we've broken through. And I said that I thought we would break through and go lower, and we are. And now I'm waiting for this blue line. Maybe this blue line holds. Maybe this is a double bottom that will send us back above this upper red line. Maybe. I don't know. But we have to see what happens when we get to the blue line. But mark my words. Here's my prediction. We're going to that blue line. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe not this week. But we will. We'll touch that blue line again. So we'll see what happens when we get there. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you're having a great weekend. Things are beautiful right now if you can dollar cost average and be patient. Keep dollar cost averaging. Don't follow these fools that are telling you to advance your money to an exchange and trade and leverage and risk losing your entire portfolio simply because they're telling you to long at resistance. Don't be dumb. Don't do it. My name is Mike. I am the Crypto Liberal. Hope you have a great weekend. ban the guns.